everyone, welcome to Stamp It with Katie. I am going to spend the next couple weeks coming up with some really simple things that maybe beginner stampers don't know, and then I'm going to turn them into quick videos to share with you. So today's Stamper 101 is how to cut a card base and the first layer that you might put on a card. Here we go. All right, and here we go. So I am using the Stampin' Up! Cutter. There are a couple of pieces to this. So this lifts up to slide your paper underneath. You've got a cutting blade and a scoring blade. This makes folding your paper super easy. It also has a ruler along the top, middle, and bottom. It has inches and centimeters, all the way down to 1/16 of an inch. And this piece right here swings out so that you can cut your 12 by 12 paper, or if you're doing something different with your 8.5 by 11, you've got that extra room to be able to measure. I'm going to use Melon Mambo. This is a regular sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to cut it like you would normally cut a standardized card. So I'm going to slide it underneath here, and this is 11, so half of that is 5.5. So here's my 5.25, and there's a half right there. I'm going to use my cutting blade. I'm just going to slide it down. My son loves doing that part. Now I have two card bases actually. I'm going to set one to the side and I'm going to score. Now I cannot tell you the number of times that I have accidentally ran my blade when I wanted to score my card. So I'm going to get that out of the way. I'm going to slide this in here. And this time this is 8.5. So I'm going to go to 4.25, so here's 4. One more rectangle over and I have 4.25. And I'm just going to run that up and down. And now I have a score mark so that my card will fold a little more easily. And after I fold it, sometimes I like to take my bone folder and kind of squish it down just so it has a little crisper of a feel there. The other thing that you can do if you maybe don't have the scoring blade, you could use a Simply Scored, which is a Stampin' Up! Tool, or you can always make your sides meet and use your bone folder to flatten that down. So now I have two card bases ready to go. I'm going to show you one other. So some people like to do their cards this way, so I would do the opposite technique then. I'm going to put it into 4.25 and cut. I'm going to get that blade out of the way so that I'm scoring this time. And it doesn't matter if you're using the top or the bottom. It is nice to use one of the edges so that your paper turns out even. You probably don't want to do it in the middle unless you're pretty seasoned and you can hold that real still. So I'm going to score this time at 5.5. Slide that up. There's that beautiful score line. And I'm just going to give it a really simple fold. So now I have a card that opens this way or this way. That would be a fun, different kind of card. There's that one again that goes this way or this way. Now, if that's really scary and you don't want to give that a try, Stampin' Up! Has this amazing thing. It's their Whisper White or Very Vanilla note cards and envelopes. So there are 20 cards and envelopes in here, in which case you have the perfect size envelope and your card is already cut and scored. So all you have to do is open the package and fold. And then you can make fun cards like this one. Super simple. I love the note cards. And then just to show a few other examples. So here's another, just a regular card. And I just have one really simple layer on this one. This one I did in basic black, and this one folds the other direction. Same thing, really simple layer. And I plan on doing a layer class coming up. But keeping it simple, the note cards, or I mean, just one of these you could even stamp right on this. It doesn't have to get too fancy. People are going to be impressed either way because you made your own card. So join me again sometime so we can talk layers, and then we'll see where we go from there. Thanks so much for joining me at Stamp It with Katie. Have a wonderful day.